Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. On today's video I have this Mercedes A-Class. This is a 2010, the W169, and basically the problem I have today is there is no water coming out of the jets here, so no water to wash the windscreen, and that usually is an MOT failure. So one thing that you could check is obviously, first of all, if you press the lever on the steering wheel and you can hear the motor, then you know your motor is working. So let me just show you. Actually, the bonnet needs to be shut for the motor to work, otherwise it won't operate, as far as I remember. Actually, I lied. So if you get your ignition on and you press the jets, the wiper blade lever here, you can hear that motor working and there's no water coming out. So we know the motor is okay, we know the fuse is okay. So the next thing to do would be to unblock. So most likely this is blocked. To remove this tank is a fairly simple one, actually. If you open that little yellow clip there, remove that, you can then pull this whole container. So I've already done this, by the way. I just want to show you what I found. So this is why my tank is empty, because I cleaned it. So the way to remove it, just unhook it, pull it up here, and there is the motor. Now this is hanging off a little bit because I pulled it out, so you can pull that out if you want to. And the idea would be to remove the motor from here, and the way to do that is just by pulling it up like this, and then just take it out. And that is what I found. So that there is basically what was blocking my jets and not letting any water get sucked in there, and then obviously gets delivered via these little pipes, this one and the other one. So ideally you remove it from there. It literally just pulls up, and then you can wash the tank. So I wash my tank. Now we're gonna clean that. That is not really, it's just amazing how that stuff just forms in there. It's like cleaning your nose or something. But on there, so basically let's clean that, and then you can pull this out. This here is like a little filter, so that little filter gets blocked. So now I'm going to I'm just going to blow this with some air, or you can just wash it or whatever. It's just like a little filter, as I said. And then we're gonna put it back. Sometimes when you pull this out, this remains in there, by the way. So if you pull that out and that remains in there, then just take this out as well, because that will be the culprit. That is, in a way, is actually saving you from all that gunk going into the pipes and into the jets. So I'm gonna blow that out, put it back on, and then we'll check the jets again. Okay, I've cleaned it, so now it's nice and clean. If you can actually see through it. So very simple. Put it back in there, or you can, whichever way you want to, really. You could push it in there, or you could push it in here as well. Push it all the way in, so it's sitting nicely. Get your motor, and again, put it in the hole. Just line it up and make sure it goes in there. All the way in. And make sure that is sitting back. And then we have, if you have disconnected this, you can replug it. If you haven't, then just obviously leave it on there. Okay, that plugs in there. And that's it. Then we can refit this back in here. So there is like a little rubber mount at the bottom. That's what you need to put that bit into that hole there, basically. Okay, so kind of, there we are. Now it's lining up. Now we can try to pull this, that in there, lock it. Let's get some water in there. So this tank was fairly full, by the way. It was full of this windscreen washing fluid, but I disposed of all of it because it had a lot of dirt in it, like literally, I don't know, like literally dirt, like dust, and that dust is sort of, I think, is what sort of mixes with the water and it eventually blocks it. Right, anyway, let's get this on. Right, let's give this a go now. So now you can see the water coming out. So that's pretty much it, really. A fairly simple solution if you have the same sort of situation where you have no water coming out of here. And like I said, this is an MOT failure, so you definitely want to make sure this is working. And obviously you do want to make sure that your tank has fluid as well, because if there's no fluid, then there won't be any water coming out of there either. And as always, I wouldn't recommend just putting any just water in there, because water freezes. So come winter, if you only have water there, it will freeze and you will not be able to get any water into your windscreen to wash it. So this is the one I use. I mean, I use different ones, but normally I get a concentrated one and mix it myself. But you can buy the ready-made one and just pour it into your tank, and you're done, ready to go. And it's cheap enough, so just buy the proper stuff. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope the video helps. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.